So Ubisoft has a lot of brand new games lined up for 2021 and beyond, and I will show you each and every single one of them right here in this video. Far Cry VR Dive into Insanity is an upcoming location-based virtual reality experience that will take players back to Far Cry 3's tropical Rook Islands, where we will also be reunited with our villain Voss. The game is developed in partnership with Zero Latency VR, and the experience will push players to work together to explore islands, fight for the survival, and escape Voss and his henchmen. So what is the game exactly? It is a free roam multiplayer game in VR. The game will come somewhere in 2021 and will be available over more than 45 venues across 22 countries and regions. The very next game is the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. The critically acclaimed Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is back. Embark on a journey as the prince to save your kingdom from the treasure's fissure. The first Prince of Persia game, originally released back in 2013, which was called Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It left its mark with players thanks to its innovative gameplay, a compelling story, and charismatic characters. You can relive the classic tale that redefined action-adventure gaming in the full-scale remake for a new generation. It's good to know that the game is reimagined for today. You will be able to fight new character models and enjoy entire new cinematic sequences along with enhanced voices, sounds, parkour animations, and sound effects. Prince of Persia: The Remake will release on March 18, 2021. And next up is Riders Republic, which is for sure one of my favorites. You can join a massive multiplayer community and participate in an avalanche of different activities as you scratch through snow, mud, dirt in real time with others. You can squad up with your friends and take on downhill races, dominate maps in team versus team competitions, or challenge yourself in a PvP mode and events. Or if you're up for insane action, throw yourself into mass races and be the first to cross the finish line. Join more than 50 players simultaneously live on screen and witness other big wins or worse fails in a living, breathing world. You can gather in a vibrant social hub and meet with a wild community of fellow riders. From snowy mountains to arid canyons, free roam in a huge open world, which includes iconic US national parks. Riders Republic will release somewhere in 2021. Next up is Roller Champions, which is developed by Ubisoft Montreal. First of all, Roller Champions is completely free to play, and it's a 3 versus 3 competitive multiplayer sports game played from a third-person perspective. In the game, 2 teams of players compete against each other to earn 5 points within 7 minutes by throwing a ball into a goal. So of course, in order to score, a player must gain possession of the ball and skate at least 1 lap without being interrupted by the opponents. In some regions, they currently have a beta running, and obviously the full game will be completely free. I will leave a link to the beta down below in the description. In the next game, it is the golden age of piracy. I'm talking about Skull and Bones. This game is full with pirates as well as warships, and to go from an underdog to a pirate king, you must master sailing and naval combat while building powerful alliances that no one can take down. You can sail into an open world multiplayer conflict and test your pirate skills by competing against both powerful factions and rival players for riches of the Indian Ocean. And Skull and Bones does have an RPG-like progression system, but you have to make your own choices in terms of equipment, weapon, and also your crew. Skull and Bones should release somewhere in 2021. There's also an Assassin's Creed VR game coming, developed by Red Storm Entertainment. Assassin's Creed will be an action-adventure game completely in VR. Currently, there is no information about this project, but it has been confirmed. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective, which takes place at least one generation before the events of Beyond Good and Evil 1. It has more traditional role-playing elements compared to the first game. The player generates a character that starts the game at the very bottom of the social system. The game will have single-player and cooperative support. Even as a single player, the player can participate in a shared universe with some affecting all players at the same time. Beyond Good and Evil 2 so far has been a development hell, but will release in 2021. Far Cry 6 is an upcoming first-person shooter developed by Ubisoft Toronto and published by Ubisoft. The game is set on Yara, a fictional Caribbean island ruled by a dictator which is named Anton Castillo. Anton Castillo is raising his own son Diego to follow in his rule. There's a link in the description for more information about Far Cry 6, and it will release somewhere in mid-2021. Monster Prom, also referred to as Monster Camp, is a visual novel video game for Windows, Mac, and Linux. The player can choose between 6 different monsters that they can try today. The game includes multiple killings, items, and minigames, and you have to gain stats in order for people to like you. The game can be played online as well as locally. Monster Prom 2 should come out on October 21, 2021. Rainbow Six Siege Quarantine. Top Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is a 3-player tactical co-op game set several years in the future of the Rainbow Six universe. The Rainbow operators will face against a totally new breed of mutated alien parasite affecting human hosts and their surroundings. The new enemy is more lethal and challenging than ever before. Prepare to launch into a tense, chaotic, and totally unpredictable mission as you and your squad risk everything every time you step into the quarantine. The release date of Rainbow Six Siege Quarantine has still to be announced. The next game we're talking about is called Settlers. The Settlers combine a fresh take on familiar gameplay mechanics of the series with new features like a new good system and a motivational meta game to create a unique game experience. The campaign can be played either solo or cooperative with optional side missions. Forced to leave their homelands after an earthquake of mysterious origin, the settlers set sail towards the unknown in hopes of finding a new home. Settlers will also have an online multiplayer mode for long-lasting fun. The release date of the game still needs to be announced. We saw the last Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell game back in 2013. This one is going to be developed by Red Storm Entertainment because yes, it is confirmed that there will be a new Splinter Cell game in 2021. Splinter Cell is one of Ubisoft's most popular franchises, but the last game in the series was released in 2013. The upcoming Splinter Cell game should have been released in 2021, but was delayed alongside several other Ubisoft projects. There's also a brand new Ubisoft Star Wars game coming. It is a new story-driven open-world Star Wars adventure game and is developed by Massive Entertainment. It's also the same studio that actually made the Tom Clancy Division series. All the massive cutting-edge technology will be used for this still untitled Star Wars game in the future. If you found this video helpful in any way, make sure to go ahead and hit the like on the video. Make sure to subscribe and also ring that bell for more awesome gaming videos. I got 2 more videos on the screen, one for you to click on. This is Baby Boy Cheese. I am out. Peace.